Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Hero Club's weekly Twitch stream, The King of Tides. We're so happy to have you here. My name is George Primavera. I am the Dungeon Master this evening. We will meet our wonderful PCs in just a moment, but first, a little word about us. If you have never been here before, we are Hero Club. Our main thing that we do is we take our D&D sessions that we record live around a table or a virtual table, and then we edit them down with sound effects and music into these really fast-paced and immersive audio dramas or audio comedies, depending on what you're listening to. You can find all of those at heroclubpodcast.com or look at our About section down here right below this video and click on something that looks interesting to you. But here, on every Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., we get to play just some regular old D&D without all the post-production, though we do still like to add our sound effects and our music. And we get to play in a campaign setting of our own design called the Emporia campaign setting. If you've listened to our season Here There Be Monsters, you will be familiar with it. Here are a couple of details for you to know before you hop in. First of all, everybody is playing anthropomorphic animal characters. That is what the world is populated by. They all live on the tropical continent of Emporia that sort of takes place in like the mid-18th century vibe in certain terms of time, like the height of piracy. In this universe, the monarchy has made magic completely illegal and is punishable by death or worse. And the one sanctioned religion throughout the land, the Church of Sol, they worship the sun as a body of celestial power. They assist the crown in magical suppression. So that is everything. Got through it nice and quick this time, huh? Let's go ahead and meet our player characters. Hannah Fagerbaki, say hi.
Hello, sorry. Hi, my name's Hannah, and I'm a level 15 Oath of the Ancients Paladin, and my fun fact this week is I name all my plants. It brings me joy.
That's nice. No bad thing about having a name for a plant.
Yeah, or like 20.
Fun fact, Hannah.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Everyone's okay with it.
Let's go ahead and meet Jackie Emerson.
Hello, I'm Jackie Emerson, and I'm playing Joanna Joey Robbins, who's a 12-year-old level 11 rogue, arcane trickster, destruction cleric.
Despite the ellipses, definitely 100% correct. Well done. Let's say hello to Dylan McCullum.
Hey everyone, I'm Dylan McCullum. I play fan favorite Nesbitt Bisbee. He is an anteater swarmkeeper ranger, and it falls to me every week to explain the best or worst part of our world. Because animals be people, bugs are animals. So I say this all the time, but the point is, like, really overall, just don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid of the bugs in your ears, because just like magic crossbows, in George's world, they're not real. They don't actually exist. They're not real, and they can't hurt you. You can't. They're not real.
We had to get an angry Dylan.
George also doesn't like Dumbledore.
No, I do. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but gird your ears because it's awful every single time.
Let's say hello, begrudgingly, to Natasha Mercado for calling my ass out like that.
Hi, I play Zaza, who's a hyena and is a barbarian and might be a mummy now. We don't really know, like, we're kind of just here for the vibe, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dog. We're here for the vibe.
Yeah, dog,
that
we
you
get
are
it.
maybe undead.
Yeah.
And then finally, Gabe Greenspan.
Hello, I am Gabe Greenspan. I play Zygo Coiltail. He is a chameleon druid, and when Zygo shoots for the stars, he lands somewhere because he's blind. He can't figure it out, but he is a Circle of Stars druid. So that's nice.
Oh my, every time it's like...
every time Gabe chooses violence.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid slowly on a very hairy area. Is kind of what it feels like.
Oh my god.
Every week.
time.
A little bit every week. You're like, I didn't know that the hair grew back that fast, and it did.
Yeah,
for
it did.
a new week.
It's nubile hair, and it's ripped again.
Hey gang, let's
Kyle.
where were we when we last left off? I seem to remember
I think we'd
something
all
kind
leveled
of
up to level
significant,
20.
wasn't it?
Yeah, we all jumped 3 levels.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
We move away from the scene that we left last time with Yippee Coyote moving down the edge of
Murdering
the
his
cliff,
ass.
shooting your friend in the head, and then the ghost of your friend and Yippee Coyote and the Whistle Pig Kid, the Marmot Gunslinger, float off through the cave. and we are left only seeing our party's stunned expressions.
You really did not want us to help him?
No, he didn't.
I like the song. Did anybody else hear the song?
He had a song.
Oh,
So-
yeah. It was great.
So he was a ghost?
No.
I have lost
Well-
so much blood that I do not know if anything that I am seeing is real at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zaza still like see-through or what's the deal right now?
Zaza, you ate that thing and then felt completely normal. After that, like, went through your body and the arcing lightning of you eating whatever was at the heart of this crystal with a pulsing black orb of energy that you consumed.
So you're gonna make me work for it to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me.
Who saw Natasha eat the diamond?
Jackie.
Oh, Jackie.
Jackie?
Joey saw.
Okay.
Joey saw everything.
Can I do like an Arcana check on myself?
I'm sure you can.
Okay.
Just so you know where we are, you guys are all at the very, very topmost part of this thing with that elevator still behind you. The exterior would lead you out hundreds of feet above the water currently.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll that Arcana check for me, Zaza.
A 9.
You feel normal.
Ah, shoot.
Can I roll as an Arcana check on her because I witnessed it?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. 14?
Zaza may not realize it, but she is standing up a little taller than she was before. But that's all I have for you.
What the hell? Okay.
Just because I feel like we don't know for certain what's gonna happen if we go down the elevator. It seemed like it was okay, but can I just mentally have my connection with the colony, just have it rise up to where we are and get us?
100%. I will remind you all, there was one thing in this that in this chamber that I know you did want to go investigate. I'll remind you of.
Yeah, we wanted
Back
to look down
all the
at
way-
the bottom.
All the way down, if you took the elevator down into the main chamber and then even past that stained glass floor of the butterfly, of the sisters butterfly icon, it would take you further down into a safe surrounded by tons and tons of gold and
Right.
just piled high, but in the midst of it, a cold, placid pool with runic symbols along the exterior.
Which,
Within
like,
that,
Joey asked a question of last time, right?
it asked a question of Joey.
It asked a question of Joey. That's right.
Mhm.
And how many magic crossbows are in the money basement?
Only one way to find out.
Yeah.
Joey definitely wants to go explore if anybody's going down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
explore.
No, Nisbet, didn't you think he was like a spirit of sorts the whole time?
Potentially, but I guess it doesn't really matter what he was. At the end of the day, he was a friend. And whatever this curse was, it seems to be over.
George, can I do any kind of like investigation check in the room to see? Because like Dylan talking about this curse right now, I'm like,
Yeah, are you guys in the safe right now? You've gone down the
We
elevator.
could just
or are
be
you still on the
making
top?
our way back
we
down
can
as
we
we're
can push
chatting.
whatever button takes us
Yeah.
back down to the bottom.
Okay, amazing.
I think I'm just holding on to Zygo.
Yeah, Zygo is loose on his feet right now.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All of you get to the bottom floor. That safe is still open, and the chamber is dark here. That whistling wind gives way rather to the drippings of a dark cave around you.
If
I had-
Zaza... Go
Sorry,
ahead.
last time I was down here, I had popped Detect Magic, which lasts 10 minutes, so it should still be on.
Yeah.
I know I got Divination from the pool.
And Chronergy.
And chronergy, right. But am I picking up on anything else in this area?
At the moment you didn't, but this is a deeper than 30 feet room. What's the range on detect magic?
30 feet. 30 foot's fair.
If you wanted to wander further into the room, you could potentially do a sweep.
Nesbit, can you please help me walk around this room?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, you continue to walk a little bit around the room. There is nothing magical until you find a crate full of very, very dusty bottles. And that pings magical.
Oh, the butters.
Very, very bombs.
The butters.
Bottles.
Oh,
Both of
good, good. Joey's gonna race over and investigate.
You picked up the bottles, and they are hastily labeled. They're covered in like what look like mummy bandages, but they are they appear to be moonshine jars, and they are labeled in a kind of ink. Test 1, Test 2,
Jesus.
Test 3, the Whistle Pig Brew, crossed out.
Oh.
Whistle Pig's Hooch, crossed out.
Oh, boy.
Joey takes all of them.
What kind of magic am
What?
I getting off of these?
You're underage. You can't do
Seems
that.
like it's just enchantment magic.
Just, yeah, some sort of, okay. Great.
General magic.
Joey goes, alcohol is bad, everybody. If we all remember my past experience, so I shall take these for safekeeping, so nobody falls under the influence. And then, in an oddly protective move, Joey scoops them all up.
Oh, God.
You sneak some?
No, she
No, she
scoops them
openly
up.
said she's taking all of them.
Just taking all of them.
Well,
Taking all
can
of
we?
them.
I don't have Arcana, but can I make one anyway on the bottles?
An Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many
Just
bottles
for
did I
fun.
have? 4?
4.
13.
It smells like alcohol.
Wait, Joey, you still get to add a D4 to any check you make.
I should
So-
do this now.
Yeah. So technically, your check on Zaza should have been a little higher. If you wanted to do something
Oh.
else.
I can't re-roll that, can
You
I?
guys might need spells to figure out what's going on with Zaza. If there's
Okay.
anything going on with her at all.
Be funny if it was just nothing.
In that
So,
case,
like, she gets great posture, and that's it. That's the. It's a posture diamond.
funny.
George, can I,
I would
do
just,
any
like-
other investigation check for any other items or something that's in there?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
I'm gonna do the same.
I'm also going to. I'm
13.
looking.
13. You find a lot of crowns in here. One thing that's odd about the crowns is that they are from a long time ago. They would still be accepted, but they are like an out-of-print coin design from like decades ago. But they still have Queen Olivia VII's image on them.
Oh, so I'll take those antiques. As she puts them up, she's like, I guess the adults take the crowns and the kids take the alcohol.
So this room is completely loaded with gold.
Oh,
And gems?
Diamonds?
No gems.
The time crystals,
Specifically,
right?
No gems. There are tons of time crystals, but there's not
Okay.
like diamonds or rubies that you're looking for, right? You
That's
guys are
a
looking for
Bummer.
you guys are
That
looking
sucks.
for a revivified
Gold
shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
buys diamonds.
Gold buys diamonds.
Can I just take like as much gold and
Yeah, can
time
we just
crystals
take-
as I can carry?
Same.
Yes, absolutely.
How much gold will you
What?
allow us to?
There is
much.
one
Yeah.
thing that there's one element here. There are no mirrored time crystals,
Okay.
Okay, but there's
but
other.
all of the rest seem to be they are cut into like uniform shapes. They are
Oh.
all like a classic diamond shape, like they've been cut.
What color are they? The crystals?
There are green ones and orange ones, as well as
Okay.
purple ones.
Ooh, all of them?
hmm
Okay.
Just no mirrored ones.
Right.
I would like to make a religion check, please.
We'll say
wait,
there's
so
10,
how much gold are
10
we?
of those crystals each.
And
Okay.
each.
10 each.
What are
If you guys want to like fill all that you can carry, we will add 1,000 crowns to all of your inventory. If you guys
Holy
just stuff your
shit.
pockets with 1,000 coins
Cool.
each.
But yeah, can I roll a religion check for the room in
Yeah, go ahead and
general,
roll a
and the
religion
pool
check.
and the pond and
Yeah,
stuff?
100%.
Yeah, this feels like a good place. We're in sister territory.
It feels
here.
religious.
26.
26. The short answer is absolutely. This is exceptionally significant. Sorry, I almost just started playing copywritten music. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna shut us down.
That was the end of Hero Club.
Get out of the house, George. Yeah. So what you see very clearly laid out is this is an altar, though it doesn't take the form of like, your typical standing up or pedestal style altar. This pool is clearly ornamented and laid out to be a place where a person of faith carries out a ritual. Therefore, it is an altar. It does seem that this altar is imbued with very specific powers, which, due to that high religion check, you're gonna even though you don't speak the language written here, the runes are exceptionally familiar. They would denote that they are specifically to scry, but the special scrying element of this is that the time is indeterminate. So when you scry them is dependent. There is probably a way to manipulate this to get what you want, but those instructions are not here. Like, okay. So
as in you don't know how far you're scrying.
You don't know when you're scrying. You don't know when you're looking. You are asked a question from the well, and it interprets for you at this point. Because none of you are priests or priestesses of the sister.
Right.
You probably can't operate this at will. Not to say that you couldn't operate it at will, meaning you couldn't go up and use it, but more that you can't control it in a way that like somebody else could, in that they could like get a prophecy or specifically look to see where somebody had been before. For you, it's going to be more about where your brain goes when you're asked these questions intuitively.
Right. Can I roll an insight check on it? Does that make sense?
At the moment, you can't, but if you use it, you can.
I would like to use it.
Okay.
Because we're here.
Yeah.
We're in a dungeon with a pond.
Use it.
Akana looks into the pool. And then you hear something in your head, Akana.
Who is your greatest enemy?
Now, can I roll an insight check?
Yes.
Okay.
Disadvantage right now.
Sure. 17.
It's hard to discern. Doesn't necessarily feel helpful. You don't feel comforted.
Right. How do I bring my daughter back?
You see the father. Somewhere deep, deep down in the ocean. Forests of coral form a landmass greater than Emporia. Somewhere in an ocean completely unknown.
Do you wish to see your greatest enemy?
Intuitively, you know that if you say a time, it will not work. When Joey answered, she said, when I'm prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Your answer, your time, needs to be more abstract than a date or a time on a
Right.
clock.
I do not fear it, so when it will come.
The pool goes dark. And as it does, there is a rippling behind you. And then wind begins to gather up in one place. And then a little light appears on the wall. And a fox's hand comes out. And the hole gets wider. And then as it finally reaches its apex, it settles and stabilizes, and there's a silhouette that appears. Barbed, sort of bulky, but small. And then stepping out into the chamber is Sven. Adorned in what looks like a set of coral armor. At first, Sven's eyes glow white as he stares at you. There's a crackling energy as behind him, the portal closes, and then his eyes go dark. And Sven looks up at you, smiles, runs to Joey, and hugs her.
Oh.
Joey gives Sven the biggest hug. Are you okay? What happened? Tell me everything. We almost all died. It was really cool. And then Zaza ate a diamond, and then it was really awesome. And then now we're in this pool.
Wait,
and
what?
Then show me. Oh. Sorry.
Zaza ate a diamond?
Yeah, she can tell you all about it. What happened with you, Sven?
How
You
did
fought
it go?
him. And you won.
He scratches on the floor. I got it.
I'm proud of you. Joey gives him a high five.
Does this mean whatever the father sent after us is gone?
Compacted.
He has a hard time describing what this is. He looks to you, Joey, to try to explain it for him.
Inside check.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can do it, Joey. Does she get advantage now?
Jeez.
Is that advantage that I just gave her?
12. I did get
12.
I did roll the d4, so.
Roll a Arcana check for me, also.
Also, don't forget the D4.
So you're not sure what he's trying to explain, but this is just to see if you could glean it.
12 also.
12 also. What you know is that Sven went into the ethereal plane to chase an ethereal version of this creature. That does not mean that whatever is after you is gone. But it does mean that some element of it might be, and the armor that Sven is wearing is real. Or at least it feels real. Zygo, you remember being in the ethereal plane with Sven, and you remember him concocting objects from thin air by simply
being able to
gesturing
touch
in the air.
and create, yeah.
Yeah.
Is he
What
still
is happening?
angry?
Is he angry?
Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Are you asking that of
Of
Sven?
Yeah.
Sven?
Mm-hmm. But is it a bit bitter now?
He gives you a look like I fixed my mistake. And look at this cool armor. He points at it.
Oh, it's very nice. So if we go open the box. No, I'm not saying. Okay, so there's something still in there.
Maybe less powerful. He kind of gestures. Make a
Vomits on the floor in pain.
Can I make a perception check for me really quick?
17.
The pool is showing an image.
Wham.
You get the question, how do I get my daughter back? The questions you asked in the order were, who is your greatest enemy? And you asked, how do I get my daughter back? You saw an image of the father. The answer to your question. Then the next question you asked was, can you repeat that for me?
It was asked, when do I want to see my greatest enemy? And I said,
Yep.
I do not fear it. So when it will come.
When it will come. You just see an image of the chest. Still closed.
Okay, so can I make an insight check on that to see?
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
I'm
Absolutely.
doing
Is this an insight check to see if it's lying to you, or an insight check to understand what it's trying to say?
to understand what it's trying to say?
Go
Because I
ahead,
have an
make an
idea,
insight
but
check.
I just want to make sure.
You got this, kind
Nat
of.
20. Got
There
it.
you
Nat
go.
20.
Nat
Nice.
20. It feels like it never has to.
Oh. Okay. So then,
This
How do
on
I-
a nat 20, I'll make it very clear what this is trying to tell you.
okay.
You've asked, when was your greatest enemy? Who was your greatest enemy? You answered with a question of your own, which kind of was
Mhm.
irrelevant to the question, but you still gave an answer, and you were still provided with someone, the person who took your daughter from you. The father was the
Mhm.
one who led the charge that said this needed to end.
Right.
Therefore, on your quest, the father was potentially the person who kind of did this to you. Even
Right.
though it could be argued the sister did this to
Oh,
herself
interesting.
in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
But that doesn't mean that to solve your problem, you need to have a conflict with the father. Unless you are seeking it.
Okay. So I don't need him to get her back.
You don't need him to get her back.
Yeah. Men are trash. Just kidding. Okay. Cool. That's good to know.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to do down here? Sven
Yeah.
is when Sven bumps up against you, Jackie, you feel that Joey, you feel that the armor he's wearing is exceptionally light.
Oh, this is so cool. Where'd you get this?
It looks like plate armor, but it almost feels like plastic.
Hmm.
Is it magic? Cool. Do you want to come look around for stuff with me?
He also meant that quick gesture was, I drew it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Could you
Yeah.
draw me something?
He points back to the portal that's not there anymore.
That's okay. That's so cool.
So Sven in the ethereal plane is like chalk zone.
Yes.
Okay.
You've
So.
solved my puzzle.
I get it now.
Oh god.
Wait, circling back to Joey saying that Zaza ate a diamond, can I roll a religion check on Zaza?
Yes, go ahead. This is
On diamond eating and
this
how
is
often.
very high check for to know what is with the details that you've gotten. So if you go ahead and roll religion, you need a 25.
Botched.
That Zaza's always eating rocks and crabs. You gotta stop that. Her boobs are gonna be
Crazy
weird.
Zaza.
Crazy Zaza.
Okay,
Okay, roll an
George,
insight check.
Yeah.
George, is there anything that Zaza can do for herself to figure out? Like, do I get advantage on things because it is what happened to me? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, if you want to really meditate and sit down on this, roll a wisdom save for me.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and she goes into the dark.
Don't leave me.
What are you talking about?
Don't look at me! And then
Do you
she
not
goes-
want a bonus, Zaza?
She goes in. Nope. She goes into the darkest corner. This is her own thing.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh shit! What?
Make
Yeah,
a
that's
wisdom
why-
saving
That's
throw
why
for
we're
me.
saying don't leave.
16.
16. You feel compelled to go back upstairs.
Yep. I'm gonna do that.
Wait, Zaza. Wait, Zaza.
No.
Where are you going?
Hey, everyone.
Go.
It's at this point that we have to just be aware that Zaza has instincts on another level. And Zaza's instincts have led her to do incredible things. Zaza ran through this entire place and did something that saved us all. So just let her have her privacy for once.
Let
Just
her
really
have her
love going to the
privacy
bathroom.
so much.
Sven looks at Joey like, yeesh, what did I miss?
Just
Yeah, Joey rolls her eyes like.
Nesbit will just say, we know she's not going to the bathroom, but just let it happen. It's not harming anyone.
Nesbit, do you?
Well, we are stuck
You
down
want
here
to
without
look-
an elevator.
And so, do you want to look into water in the meantime?
No. This place scares me, and I don't want anything to do with the cistern anymore.
We're gonna take
What
a
about
quick
you?
moment. We're gonna go up with Zaza for a moment. Zaza, that yawning door that leads back into the mummy tombs is open, and the wind is traveling into it. And almost against your will, your feet start walking over to it. I want you to go ahead and make a medicine check on yourself.
Mm. 23 or 22.
Okay. As you're walking, each step getting closer and closer to the tomb, you notice that you're having a really hard time getting a full breath.
Huh.
It's almost like your lungs are just like laboring a little harder than they used to. You start to feel a rushing in your ears, and you almost become deafened. And then you step into the mummy's tomb. You see that all of the pit traps and fire are gone.
The Mummy Lord.
No, the mummy lord is nowhere to be seen. He disappeared in ash when the diamond was destroyed.
But this is the Mummy Lord's tomb.
This is the tomb, the maze that you ran through.
Yeah.
You walked back out into it, just barely into it. You see that the pit traps have all reset. And as you walk around the corner, there are no bodies on the ground. And then around the corner, there is a skeletal hand that wraps around the edge of the wall, and a skeleton with glowing red eyes looks towards you from around the corner and begins to slowly walk towards you, just barely even like up on its legs. And then from around a different corner, a much larger skeleton. Not quite large sized, but like 7 feet tall. Moves towards you. Make a quick medicine check for me to determine
Oh
something about
my
these skeletons.
This
I
is
don't like
scary.
this. I don't like this at all.
24.
They are canine.
Oh, are these?
And
my
as they are
ancestors?
walking towards you,
Oh,
Creepily getting closer with each step. They stop and hug you.
Oh. I wasn't scared ever. And like,
They
oh.
both are like, they're both like, look away from you with big glowing red eyes, and the smaller of the two skeletons taps your pan flute.
Oh. You want me to play a song? No. Oh. You want me to? You are Izzy? Or you are?
Big hug.
Oh, snap. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
And then the
snap.
other skeleton,
Huh? Izzy?
the
No.
other bigger skeleton,
Wait, what?
this is your other ancestor that you met previously, the hunched wolf who loved eating things.
I thought that was Gizzy.
That is Gizzy.
Oh yeah, Gizzy. So Ezzy and then Gizzy.
Ezzy and Gizzy are
Oh
these two
my
skeletons
gosh.
here.
What are the chances?
They don't appear to have, they obviously didn't die here, is what you think, first of all.
Yeah.
And yet, what do you, they can't seem to talk to you. They're obviously just skeletons.
Huh?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Oh snap. Well. Ooh, 18 without any bonuses.
Rolling hot.
There's something magical about the bones right away that you can tell. They are like almost like charred looking,
Oh no, that's scary.
but it's not in a way that looks like they were burned. It's more in a way that looks like there was like some kind of magical energy that, like, the remnants of the energy that brought them here.
Oh, can I?
With those extremely high checks, Natasha, two things become clear to you right away. Firstly is that you brought these people here. While you're not concentrating on a spell, you now have access to the spell Animate Undead, which allows you to raise 2 skeletons or zombies, depending on your preference. They are always going to be Ezzy and Gizzy. And you do not have to worry about
awesome.
being 10 feet away from a pile of bones or a corpse, like the spell suggests. You can do this from anywhere and instantly summon your relatives to your side. They remain for
Fucking
24 hours.
That's
Fucking
Damn.
cool.
That's a very long time.
That's a
That's
good
dope.
spell.
That's wild.
Okay. Wait, so then that means they can like attack people or what's it do?
You can use your bonus action to command them in combat.
Bonus
You
action.
finally have a bonus action to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have access to any weapon you give them. They are
Oh.
always going to be a skeleton, which is very frail, but their outfit, their armor, or their weapons depend entirely on what you outfit them with. But they're always going to be kind of like fragile 13 hit point creatures.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
But they are also skeletons, meaning they don't have to breathe, etc. Speaking of that, Natasha, Zaza is not breathing.
Oh. Why?
While
Oh my
talking
God.
to the skeletons, you realize you haven't taken a breath in a couple minutes.
Zaza is like looks at them. It's like, is this okay? I'm not.
Both of them shrug.
What? Wow. Okay. Can I do some kind of Arcana check on myself?
Go ahead and roll a medicine check on yourself. You already rolled a 22 on the medicine check. Your pulse has stopped.
What? Am I dead? Am I dead? She just exclaims to the tomb.
The emptiness of the tomb seems to answer you back as your voice, eventually, like 4 seconds later, comes back. Am I dead? Am I dead? Am I dead?
But I still don't know with the 22. Is that what you're saying?
You are not exhibiting certain traits of an alive person.
Okay. Can I look at them? This is what I wanted to do before I realized that maybe I'm dead. But maybe this is appropriate. I hold their little skeletal hands.
Mm-hmm.
Go, can we do a ritual together as a family? Just for once, at least?
Both of them look at each other and nod.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay. So that means then we're going to do augury together?
Ooh. Okay. We're going to cut away from you for a moment in that case. Back down in the chamber. All of you, the elevator comes back down to meet you. Unless you are not done here.
Could I do an investigation, like an actual investigation check? Because I forgot. I haven't done one yet, and I forgot that I get the D4. So just in case I roll well.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Not bad so far. Wow. Okay. 21. I maxed
21?
out on my D4.
Nice. 21.
21. What do you find on a 21? So there's not much else to find in here. But with a 21, I'm going to ask that you make a survival check. Oh, we lost the die? Okay.
Run away, die.
Yeah, sorry. I have to get one of those things you roll in because this happens all the time. I rolled a 19 and it's +7.
And you add a D4.
And I get a D4. I want to do the number
Amazing.
because it's going to be fun. Okay, that was a 2. So that's 28.
Wow.
Okay. You find along the base of this, sort of tucked into like the grout of the stone, there are tons of little hairs gathered around it. They are small, short, white hairs.
I'm going to pick up a few.
Okay.
Can we roll a history check on the hairs?
Yeah, do they look like Nick's hair?
No, they don't.
Yeah, could I like cork open a little vial or something and then stick them in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do they remind
Can
me
you
of
roll a history?
anything? Like, yeah, is there a check I could do on this?
Right now they're just white hairs. So
Cassandra?
could be. She is a white rabbit. Certainly could be.
Are they magical?
Don't appear to be.
So, sorry, George. This place that we're in seems to be like a ritual temple to the sister, right? That's kind
It
of what
is.
this
That's
lower room is.
exactly the vibe. Yes, it feels like a place of gathering. Obviously, there were all those mummified time priests that pledged themselves to the sister. Perhaps this is when they were alive, somewhere where they conducted some kind of business here.
All right, I'm gonna try something crazy and let's see if it does anything.
Yes, yes, yes.
Crazy.
Are you gonna scry on the hair?
No,
Oh.
I don't have that. I have other shit. Zygo's gonna walk up to the limp up to the pool, the divination pool.
Yeah, Nesbit will go towards you, just like.
Thanks, bud. Oh, good. He is going to put his hands out over it, and he's going to cast Control Water.
Great. This is not water. Does not work.
Ooh, it's not water. Fascinating.
Whoa.
Fascinating. based on that, can I make like an Arcana check to try and figure out what it is?
Sure you can.
22.
Okay, it's enchanted liquid 100%. The color of the liquid has been changed, as well as the like opacity of it.
Is this blood?
Roll a medicine check for me.
Hold on.
Can I help him?
Yeah, go ahead. You can roll.
Okay.
You can both be peeking at it 100%.
Cool. And that is a 16.
And don't forget your D4, Jackie.
With
I
a little
didn't-
bit
I
of
was
I
just
the
didn't think he was just helping me. Yeah.
blowing
Oh.
on the liquid in the pool a little bit, you see it kind of gather up and mount up when you just go like bunches and then slowly. It looks to be a very similar consistency.
Oh God.
Ew.
All right. Perhaps it is time for us to leave. This is worse than I thought.
George, do I know if I could summon the sister here were I to bring the right person back?
The right person back?
Yeah, like
Oh, you
we
mean
leave,
like
do whatever, like
Would this be the site that you could complete your goal? Is that what you're
Right.
asking?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you do not get a good vibe from this place. Even if this
Great.
were the place to do that, the vibe in this room after having discovered that the blood is in the pool changes immediately.
right. Okay.
Um,
So are we taking the time crystals with us? Or leaving them here?
I'm taking a
my
bunch.
crystals.
Okay.
There's 10 of each color, excepting mirrored, which there are none of.
Okay.
Wait, there's
So
10
we'll
of
just
each-
grab
I thought
all
there
of them.
was
10
okay.
purple, 10 green, and 10 orange.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 10 per
Nah,
person, but
orange.
no, 10.
I'll
10
take a
total.
couple of all.
Yeah, we'll take all of them out so we don't have to come back to this
Okay.
blood pool.
And would you guys like to leave?
Probably
Yeah,
now.
now that I know it's fucking blood.
George,
That's what
can
that's
I
what
just
expected.
ask what are the odds that the white hair that I found was connected to some type of like sacrifice or something like that?
High survival check. These are hairs that were probably. It's too much hair for it to just have been somebody who walked through. There must have been a struggle here.
Oh no.
So this is maybe where some of the blood came from. Cool. Was there any blood on any of the hair?
No.
Well,
Cool. Fun. Heebie-jeebies. Mm.
Jeebies.
Okay.
maybe the
Meanwhile,
giblets.
a bit more of a happy scene as amidst a beautiful forest, you cast augury together with your two relatives in the middle of a mummy's tomb, and all of the terrifying sights around you dissipate instantly, and instead what is before you is the sort of the edge of the forest back home on Masengu, and you see immediately fully formed a kind of ghostly spectral Ezzy and Gizzy. Immediately they jump over and hug you.
Oh my gosh.
Kid, I have no idea what's going on, but this is amazing.
What are you talking about? It's great! We're alive again!
It's certainly not what's happening, but thank you. Lindsay.
So you don't know why you're in the tomb?
No,
As his
goodness. I have no idea.
I know why! She ate the Mummy Lord's heart!
Mummy Lord's heart.
Oh my god.
You are the craziest Jekyll that ever lived! Let me
Holy
tell you something.
shit.
I did not know what was gonna happen. I watched the whole thing. I was summoned because of the close personal bond we've been sharing. And of course, I mean, you did exactly what our bloodline is famous for, Zaza, except you've done it to an extreme nobody could possibly have predicted.
Okay, I'm clearly behind. So what did you do?
Well, I met, I guess, great uncle Gizzy,
That's
and
me!
he told me that for this dungeon I should run as fast as possible. So I did.
Ooh,
And-
did she?
And then I got to this crazy diamond that started making thunder go around, and I was given the option. I mean, I thought of maybe I should swallow it, like, and eat it, like Great Uncle Gizzy does, and so I did.
Hell yeah!
And now I'm wondering what has changed about me.
I think you're something in between, Zaza. I've seen undead before, but you're not so much. Becoming undead requires a great deal of corruption, and I don't sense that in you. It's almost as if
I have to make a check for Ezzy. 1 second.
Okay.
George didn't think he needed
Oh my
dice
God,
this
we're off
session.
The Mummy Lord Heart.
Oh,
if I had to guess, I would say that perhaps you're some sort of new kind of undead. Because you haven't died, and yet you're not quite alive anymore. I think. But I don't think this is a bad thing. I feel closer to you than I have before. And it is nice to walk again. Listen, I think if I had a guess, maybe you need some friends. And I know you maybe already have some, but a few more wouldn't hurt, and no harm can befall us. So consider it a little extra support.
Does this mean I will get to eat stuff again?
I imagine so, Gizzy.
I'm in.
As long as I'm eating stuff, you're eating stuff, and you can eat stuff too, Grandma Izzy.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
I've no desire to do that.
There's plenty
I've
to
never
go around.
understood. That's the other side of the family. I have no connection to that particular tick. No judgment, but I mean,
And Zaza's just going like, with it. Great arms.
I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of stuff. I can't wait. Did you have any more questions for us?
Yeah, I guess one more question. Do you think there's anything else really cool in this mummy tomb that I should check out before we go?
they both look at each other.
no.
Oh, okay.
Get out of here. It's creepy in here.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Good luck, sweetheart.
And the two bones are still standing with you in the chamber, and they just sort of look at you like with cocked heads, sort of endearingly.
Okay, so I dap them both up, and I'm like, "Come with me,
They both come out with you.
you guys." Well, no, you guys gotta meet my friends because I don't want them to be weirded out when I bring you guys back. Obviously. Okay.
Gizzy tries to say something, but he has no vocal cord, so it's just like.
Oh yeah. Can I do an
And then,
insight check or something?
He gives you a never mind.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so we go.
Okay. You are walking back into the chamber immediately as your party
And I make sure to protect
stares.
them because I don't want anyone to hurt them. Yeah. So I'm
you
like
guys
safety
see-
patrol arms out.
You guys see Zaza in the chamber, flanked by two skeletons with glowing, horrifying red eyes. You can immediately tell that they are undead, but they appear to be. Everybody, roll a quick insight check.
Arms
Zaza,
are
look
out.
out.
Arms are out.
25.
12.
25.
Insight?
Yep, insight.
12.
22.
22. Insane. 12. Akana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm also 12, and that was with the D4.
Joey and Akana, you're probably taken aback by this, but you didn't fail critically enough that you think that Zaza's getting snuck up on. But Zygo and Nesbit don't appear alarmed as you kind of read the situation pretty immediately that this is not something to be afraid of and that something insane has happened.
Zaza, what insane thing
Sure.
happened to you?
Hey, you're not gonna believe it, but maybe you will because it's me. These are my relatives. This is great Uncle Gizzy, and this is my great grandma, Ezzy.
Hello.
Gang, this is Joey. She's kind of mad at me right now, but I think we're gonna get through it. This is Akana. This is Nesbit, kind of a protector, does a lot, really, really good. And this is Zygo, and she kind of leads Zygo's hand to like shake their hand.
Thank you so much. That is very
Zygo,
disconcerting.
You feel bones.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Whispers to Zygo, they look like mummies, but they are my relatives. Promise.
Do you think this is from you eating the thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is from. It was the Mummy Lord's heart.
Oh, it was the mummy.
Casual, nice. I only usually buy mine on Tuesdays at the farmer's market, but you eating it in a tomb, that's good too.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Hey, you got to follow your intuition sometimes.
Yeah. But I wanted to introduce you guys because they're going to be hanging around a lot. They're here to help us, and I didn't want you to be freaked out when it happens because I care about you guys. So welcome. Here's my family.
We can't take them anywhere else as people, right?
They tap you on the shoulder.
Yep.
Say, walk and look around.
Okay, can I do
Roll an insight check for that. Yep.
Okay. A 10.
They appear to be miming killing each other, the two skeletons.
No, I don't like that. Don't kill each other. What?
They, over a very long time of trying to mime this to you guys, Sven finally steps forward, and everybody roll an insight check on Sven, who immediately gets what's being said.
Lord almighty, George.
Dirty 20.
17.
12.
He's trying to...
19.
Great. He makes it clear with like a little illusion. He shows like the two skeletons appear in his little hand, and then he just goes bang, and they both go and fall into a bunch of pile of bones, and then he just goes and they go and reform.
Oh, okay. So it's like
implying that you should just dispel them when you don't want them there.
Yeah.
Because they do not need to be anywhere.
Right. Perfect.
Zygo passes out.
Yeah. Nesbit just has.
It's been a
Nesbit's
weird
been holding
fucking
him,
day.
and Nesbit's just like, all right, this is conflicting. I'm not sure if I like undead, but I like that they're your relatives, Zaza. Mostly, right, what I'm thinking is that explaining this to Henry is going to be a nightmare. Can someone take that on for me? Because I'm at my limit. I'm at
I
my
can
limit.
talk to Henry.
Sven walks forward. Sven walks forward to Gizzy and casts disguise self. And it does not seem to affect him. It affects the skeleton. And all of a sudden, appearing there in sort of a little illusion is a very, very skinny, starved-looking general dog. It doesn't look like any particular kind of dog or canine. It's like sort of like a guess because this person isn't real.
That's
Whoa!
cool.
Sven, can you do it to me? Can you do it to me?
This is a doll we should not do. I'm asleep.
You're asleep.
Joey like closed her eyes like expectantly.
Sven, 1, it's good to see you. 2, I appreciate that, and it might be very useful, but we just have to tell the crew because this is gonna happen and this is gonna be a thing. And if Henry finds out in an even more shocking way than us just telling him right out, I think it might be his last straw.
Don't worry, I'll make some dinner. It'll be fun. You know, we'll make a party out of it. It'll be great.
All of you get aboard the elevator and walk out the entrance to the sweeping ocean spray outside.
With my relatives or no?
With your relatives, they follow you, absolutely.
Do we want to have them up for entry on the boat? Do we think now is the time to talk to Henry about it? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
I think
You want to summon the boat up on a geyser to come see you?
Yeah.
I can help you carry Zygo too if you want. I'm feeling all right.
Waiting for you guys at the window is the edge of the colony, borne atop a geyser of water. It's absolutely. Let's get a little bit of a. Sorry, gang. I'm getting reacquainted with my soundboard after I changed a bunch of stuff on it, and now it's all in places that I don't anticipate it being, and here we are.
It's like a fun little puzzle for yourself.
It is a fun little puzzle for George. Where are you? There we are. So, the water outside, the colony, the small longboat that you guys would normally get is borne aloft a geyser. And staring out the window at you guys, sort of like staring off into the middle distance, is Henry. And on deck with him are Tick, Tock, and
Curly.
And Curly. And they're all talking in hushed tones, and they've all kind of like gone wide-eyed and quiet as you all approach.
Asa still has arms out, safety patrol style, but has thumbs up too.
Wait, can Joey? Can I do base level detect thoughts on them?
Yes.
This seems a
Go
little.
ahead, just a base level detect thoughts.
Yeah, so they
you
don't
reach
know.
out with your mind. They will not be aware, and you immediately detect dread, panic, and a reluctance to tell you something that's happened.
Oh man. Okay. Okay. Joey's gonna say, everybody, they're gonna try to hide something from us, but they're gonna have to tell us something. And I'm just telling y'all now.
I thought I said no more lies.
I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not talking about you, Joey.
You get
Sorry.
aboard the ship. All of you slowly embark. Zygo, almost unconscious, gets aboard the ship as well. Henry comes right over to you guys immediately. Hello, everyone. Is everything all right?
No.
Yes.
Why are there... Just quickly, can we touch on this? Why there are two skeletons standing
They
behind
are my
Zaza?
relatives, and I was going to make you dinner later.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
The craziest facts. Back to back.
Oh my god. Okay, 18. What up?
Sure, fine, whatever.
Great.
Wait. What happened?
Right. How do we go about this? I think you should probably just tell him. So, do you remember when we started this journey, our crew was fair amount larger?
Yes.
And then all of you went off with that Opal Jones woman, and we found a note from the majority of the crew claiming that they had quit, for they had not signed up for such a long journey. We didn't think it worth mentioning. The loyal ones remained, etc. We now have reason to believe that they are on the ship.
Like hiding?
What?
I don't quite think they're hiding.
Like mutiny.
No, not mutiny.
Like haunted?
Closer to that, I think.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Perhaps all of you should just come inside.
All right. As they walk, seeing how everything drained Zygo is, and knowing she can't heal him, Joey is going to touch him and cast protection from good and evil.
Okay. Do you all walk into the ship?
Oh, actually, if we're doing that, I think this works. I can grant him temporary HP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to cast aid on him to like?
I'm gonna cast
Well,
aid.
aid's not temp HP, is it?
Oh no, it's not. It's not. Never mind. Oh, I forgot it's not. That's the one time it's
Oh,
bad.
wait.
Never mind. But
I
temp
have-
HP does work.
Yeah.
So wait, I have an apple for you then.
You have an
No.
apple?
That's not temp HP.
That's not temp HP.
That's just
Wait, I-
healing.
I
you
need an
can't do
apple.
that? That's a curse. Okay.
You want an apple?
Yeah.
I mean, technically though, aid would work because it's not healing. Your hit points just increase. But
Isn't your hit points maximum?
Current
And
and
current
maximum,
hit
but
points
I
are
don't know
maximum.
if that.
yeah, so
Is
no, we won't
allowed
do
or
it.
not.
I think
We won't do
the
it.
current hit points would not increase.
Yeah, cool. We won't do it. We won't do it. Never mind. But temp would have worked, and that's a thing
Temp
that we
would have
just
worked,
thought
and that's very
now
fine.
after like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Are you gonna go ahead and walk into the ship as Henry gestures inside?
Yeah, I'll go first.
As
Okay.
we're walking, I'm kind of like showing like my relatives around. Like, okay, so this is inside of the ship, and it's where we live. It's really cool.
All of you go into the ship. The sounds of the forest and the ocean fade away. You find yourselves in the illusory forest that is within the ship, and immediately all of you see some of the illusory trees at the border. Scratched into an illusory tree trunk are the words, "Please help us."
Oh,
Do not.
Oh, no,
George.
no.
When did this turn into a horror movie?
Can we roll? All right.
Oh, that
History
scary
check
music's
to see how long it's been there.
Okay, go ahead.
that's a smart.
Someone else do it.
George.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it here.
The
Dylan?
The illusory forest is something that I can
Jack, you
technically
still get your
choose
D4.
what it looks like in here all the time, right?
Yes, you can.
I'm just going to say, my friends, I think we'll have to see you in a second. And I'm just gonna drop all illusions and make it
Okay.
just the cabin.
Immediately, the forest disappears, and slamming into the floor are like 6 or 7 figures.
Oh my god. Oh my hog, we've been in there for like weeks. Oh my hog.
What?
Zygo passes out again.
A mole who you remember is named Seth Porter appears on the
Yes.
ground.
We were surviving on only berries for weeks, and I had to sleep with all of these people.
Says an armadillo who you remember to be named Fritz Booman.
Oh my god.
One of the sloths slowly creeps to his
Oh
feet.
my
I
god.
feel very bad. I feel like somebody should have come and got us earlier, but I couldn't find a way out of there after the door closed on us, and somebody, I don't know. Holy shit, says Curly from behind you.
Wow.
How did this happen? Where were you all?
We were in here taking the inventory for the ship, and then this idiot insulted the tree.
I didn't mean to. I just thought if it were gonna be a tree, it's not a real tree if you can't feel it or if you can't water it. And I said so, and it was upset with me and said I disrespected the elder spirits of the forest. And the rest is history. We've been inside of a labyrinth of trees and bushes.
But then where did the note come from?
Oh, maybe you could. Yes, I can explain that. I have been studying magic in my spare time, and with the ample time afforded me, finally figured out how to cast a script of illusory quality, and finally got it to stick. It took a very, very long time.
No, I mean the note saying you guys had left.
Oh, we did. We quit. We wrote it.
But
Yes,
then you came in
you
here
took
to
us up
take
the
inventory?
entire eastern coast. Well, we came to get our stuff,
Oh, I get it. Okay.
and we were going to, we were not a bunch of tail spots here. We were going to give you one last inventory to set you up. I like Henry. Henry's a fine fellow, but he is a fool for following all of you. What is wrong with the chameleon? Is he drunk?
He's,
Don't worry about it if you're leaving. You don't need to know.
Everything hurts.
He's okay.
Anyway, I think if you just drop us off at the next, I just want to go home. I'm good.
Okay.
Where are we?
I know as captain it seems like I should know, but I do not.
If the stars are where I think they are, we're pretty near Port Sal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're on the western side.
Henry says so. We're on the western sea outside the river. I can't explain how sorry I am, but Nesbit, well done. I think only you could have done that, and I thought that was going to be a much larger problem than it was.
I thought I was just trying to get a good look at what was happening. I'll be honest, I thought they might have been in the walls or something, or ghosts. But don't worry, the colony is about getting people to where they want to go, and we'll get you there. I'm sorry, but I know this isn't what you want to hear, but maybe you won't insult trees ever again. I'm just because a lot of what you said seems like
they all look at him. Michael, the sloth. Yeah, that's the last time Michael Todd insults a tree. I promise you that.
So it was a hard learned lesson, but
Sure
you
was.
learned it.
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of hostility, but truly, we did literally nothing. So just remember that.
Except own a magical without knowing all of the details about how its magic works.
Ownership is an odd word for me.
Sure. Henry, can we get off as soon as possible? Yeah, of course. Sorry. I'll get you off, Fritz. Thank you for your service.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yes, you may.
It wasn't at 20, but then it moved. 21.
They all appear exhausted. They are all suffering from multiple points of exhaustion. They clearly have only been eating small berries. And they look not filthy, but disheveled, and they smell.
I meant more along the lines of like how, I guess, and I can roll another check for this too, but what our relationship with them is. Like if they're going to get off and be like, oh boy, do I need to tell people about this boat.
There's all these magic users.
Yeah.
That's a great question. So Michael Todd, the sloth, clearly just wants off.
Mm-hmm.
He wants off the boat. He wants to go home. The same thing for Seth Porter, the mole. Fritz Booman seems pissed.
Yeah.
You don't know if that you don't know that would mean he would go tattle on you guys, but he definitely is more irritated than the other two. The other two feel just like more lucky to be alive, kind of.
But Fritz was the magic user, right?
Fritz is the magic user.
Well, he's fine.
And they all know that we do magic anyway,
Good
right?
fucking memory.
They do know that you all do magic anyway. They were in an illusory forest for sure, so they definitely.
Right.
know that
And
you
there's
guys do
three.
Might have
There's
tipped
three of them.
There is, yes, we have the mole, Seth Porter.
Mhm.
We have the armadillo, Fritz Booman. We have the sloth, Michael Todd.
Okay. Akana will just walk around and seeing how tired and
I
exhausted
think I
they all
said
are.
5 or 6 figures, and I meant 3. I apologize. I just looked at my
Well,
list.
5 or 6 divided by 2 is like around 3, so that's fine.
Great, thank you. Appreciate you adding that equation for me.
So welcome. But Akana will go around and just touch each of them and give them 5 hit points each.
Ooh, roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Nice.
Ooh. so sorry. You guys must be exhausted. Here, I hope this helps. And please, if you need to sleep or anything before you go, you're more than welcome to. I'm assuming, and Sherlock and Nesbit.
Wow, thank you. I will take you up on that nap, 100%. Thank you. Yes, I think I'll take you up on that as well. Fine, a nap. Sure. Thank you for that. I feel better.
Yes, we will take a nap.
Well, and also
Yeah,
Zaza's
but
making
it's
Zaza's making dinner, so I'm sure you would like some of that. 'Cause...
You hear all three stomachs go. Just at the sound of dinner. And Fritz just goes, I was going to decline, but clearly my body has accepted.
Okay.
We can do it. We could do it a nice big less group dinner. I think that's nice.
Right, thank you. A dinner with, are those two skeletons standing up?
Those are my relatives.
Those are her relatives.
Henry says,
It's going to go so much more smoothly for you if you just say, all right, and move on. All right, let's move on.
I am going to take a bath. And he just walks into the corner. And no trees better pull me into a forest. You hear like a of like the trees shifting a little bit.
Yeah, the second they were out, I would have just made the trees go back.
Okay.
And I'll just look at the trees and just go like, all right, I understand why you did what you did. I think it was a little of an overreaction. I think you and I can all agree the sloth didn't burn you down or anything.
The sloth insulted the honor of the elder trees.
He did that. He did do
And
that.
I agree. But maybe you could have told me at least that you were keeping prisoners. One, because I think that's a wonderful thing that I now know we can do.
Ah, yes. We are happy to provide a service for our captain. We will inform you of our dealings from here on out.
Thank you. That's all I ask, because I think I might have even agreed, but I just like to be in the know.
This is a reasonable request for one who has protected us so valiantly.
Thank you. You're the best. I love you very much. And then I just will hug just one tree.
One little tendril of tree. You just like.
And Nesbitt's just gonna whisper like, just, I think that with everything going on, I'm gonna need you all a lot. It's getting hard out there.
And we shall provide for you, Nesbit Bisbee.
Okay. Captain. And then I'm just gonna just walk out. And pat Henry on the back and just say, good going with how you dealt with those skeletons. It isn't a big deal. And I'll just walk out.
Yes, well, I've had a bit of a perspective change as of late. I owe it all to Joey, actually.
That's nice.
He hands you back the book.
Oh. Did you like it?
I did. I learned a few things.
Good things?
I think so.
Question: does everyone know that I'm the mother?
Is he now a 6th level cleric? Has Henry
He
completely
is
changed
not a
all of his
6th level
levels?
cleric.
Well, I was
No.
gonna say, do I notice anything on his forearm?
Roll. Oh, wow. Roll. I guess this would be an investigation check.
It's gonna be good. God, Hannah, this boon is the best. 23.
Enjoy it, baby. You got it for today.
23.
I'm gonna do so many checks before she goes to sleep.
I know.
He is wearing a bracer on his wrist that he hasn't worn before, but poking out from under it, you see a couple of little black ends of tendrils on his wrist. Henry
kinda-
is a level 5 fighter, level 1 destruction cleric.
Dope.
Wow.
Joey kind of like clocks this and then sort of looks up at him, and then
Yes.
and kind of like smirks a little bit, and is like,
He smirks back at you.
cool.
Zygo smirks
Very
at that
cool.
one.
I can't remember where we left it in terms of everyone knowing if I'm the mother or not. Can someone help me out with that?
I think only a couple people know. I think only
I don't even.
Only Joey knows. I think no one else.
I know.
I think only
No,
Joey
Zygo
knows,
knows.
and Zygo knows.
Zygo
I know at
knows.
this point.
But
Oh
I'll tell
man,
you what.
Nesbit's gonna be blown away.
all of you walk back out onto the water, but Zaza, your two skeletons, stop you as everybody departs back onto the ship. And they are both holding pots and pans.
Oh,
Jesus.
yay!
Oh,
Wow,
God.
you guys like read my mind. This is so
And-
cool.
All three of you, Zaza and her skeletons, bound to her
Odd.
by the mummy's heart, start making dinner. Zaza, make a culinary check for me. This is going to be a check with chef's tools. You are going to be able to add your proficiency bonus to this because you are working with both of your relatives, and also you can roll with advantage.
Okay, so.
So use your, let's have this be wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which I believe is +4 now.
Wait, okay. How do
Just roll a d20
What
and then
is-
we'll add everything else after.
Yeah.
okay, roll a d20. Roll a
Mhm.
d20.
And roll twice, take the higher one.
Yes,
Roll twice. Okay.
and take the higher.
So, a 14 then.
Raw 14.
Yeah, and it says +8.
No, that's you rolled an 8 and a 14, is what it
Oh,
it says. So,
okay.
so
got
it's a
it.
14.
14.
So 14. What's your wisdom score?
My wisdom is 16, right, Dylan?
Great. So that's a +3. 17 +4 for your proficiency is 21. The three of you make a beautiful dinner, perfectly portioned for all of the guests on deck. We are going to take a short break and come back as all of our party, now very extended, sits down for a long dinner as they sail northward towards Port Sao. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
Bye.
I set upon the ship at dawn. I wouldn't dare be late. Abilities were checked to see
kid.
We're so paying kid. Hey, everybody. We are back once again. All right. The best thing that I can say is that this party has had to deal with a lot and has dealt with it all with aplomb and has rolled with the punches. And boy, does it feel good to just sit down and eat. Zygo, you are propped up on a couple of bags of potatoes with your leg up, kind of. Yeah, your arms. Sven is standing next to you and like stirring food that gets dropped onto a plate for you, and like he eats a bite and then goes to your plate and picks up a spoon and just kind of like sloppily puts it in your mouth, train style, like choo-choo train.
So what happened, Sven, was that all of the mummies came out of nowhere, and they with their claws. I did not think it would be a problem, but then there were so many. You get it.
I'm not understood by you at all.
Not making the effort to try and understand Sven right now.
Zaza, you are spooning the food from large skillets and pans out onto people's plates, assisted by the skeletons of Ezzy and Gizzy. You guys hear the big slop of food that smells delicious as it rises from the plate. It doesn't look so appetizing, but yum. Spices are added to this bad boy, you know? The sadder members of the crew, having just survived something that can only be described as their own version of Castaway starring Tom Hanks, are just like throwing food in their mouths as fast as they can, just burping gross. Fritz is the exception. The sloth is eating as fast as he can eat. It's pretty slow. But Fritz is taking measured bites and cuts everything before biting, even though his stomach is still grumbling, probably the loudest of all of them. Akana, Joey, both of you all of you are sitting like sort of cross-legged around like a low like beam of a table. You two are sitting at the head of the table, like, you know, sort of on like one corner of it. What would you two be doing at the table as you're sitting there? Henry is sat next to you, Joey, and then on Henry's side is Nesbit.
Joey would kind of whisper to Henry. So, can you do the thing where you like heal people?
Can I did learn a bit of rudimentary healing magic from the book, yes.
And can you do the thing where you like destroy people?
Yes, I did look at that. I think in terms of what magic I'll take from this, it'll be the gentler sort. If I need to deal out violence, I have other ways of doing that.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
Right, you'll do that for me. Thank you, Joey.
Do you feel good?
I do feel good. It's funny, dipping my toe into this world that I'm not so familiar with, I feel a greater comfort suddenly. Perhaps my resistance was what was causing my anxiety.
Good. I'm glad you feel that way. Remembering their talk that one night on the boat where Henry was just in like that super dark spot, Joey just kind of pats his shoulder. She feels pretty good.
He appreciates it. He's also aware that like a child is patting his shoulder reassuringly, and he is like sort of like, all right, this is what my life is. Just like staring forward, but like still like after that like sigh of exasperation, looks around at all of you, and no insight check required. He's grown attached to all of you.
Henry likes us.
Henry likes you guys.
Where's Charlie?
Tick and Talk love you guys as they are slammer jamming this food. This is the best thing I've ever tasted. Talk, that's my plate. Oh, sorry, Tick. Swap. Hey,
George, is Charlie there?
Nesbit, roll a quick perception check for me.
Perception check? And answer...
Charlie is about to be there.
Answer Jackie. We need to know, too, so we can kill it.
Zygo lazily throws a guiding bolt at Charlie.
Perception check, you said?
Perception check. Hey!
19.
19. Chicken Talk, you see that they are, they have like a bag near them, and you see their last name is written on one of their bags, and it's Forrest.
We know that?
Yeah, do I make a history check for...
Yeah, you can make a history check.
For if I know the forests?
Yeah.
Other than the fact that Nesbitt loves that last name. History check?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, you have no idea who this is, but the last name Forrest, you're like, no, maybe they have some connection to the forest. Because last names often have something to do with something in your past, or like a profession.
Nesbitt looks at that and smirks to himself. I knew it. It was all meant to be.
Akana would like to say, kind of as an aside to Henry, like more so when he was talking to Joey about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, sometimes different avenues present themselves when you need them, and that's sometimes rather surprising.
Yes, I think so. Is there something coming after that?
No, you know, different things are meant to help you at different times in your life, so that's good that you found something that's helping you now.
Oh, I was worried, honestly, that you would be upset.
Why would I be upset?
Well, I know that you worship the mother, Akana. I just, didn't want you to feel insulted that I listened to any, like, motions to Joey being like, instead of,
I like to think that I know the mother very well. And she's just happy to help you when you need her, in whatever way she can. And if you ever need her again, she's there.
That's a good sentiment. I have a question for all of you. If I might speak up. Do we know where we're headed? We are set to dock in Port Sao? Is that what our plan is to be?
That is where we're needing to go. So I believe so.
Right then.
I guess what do we think will be more heavily policed? Us coming in on a boat or us coming in a cart?
Joey, can you make a history check for me?
Yeah, I all of a sudden was just like, oh, I feel something. A little nervous to be going back. Yeah, it wasn't very high, but I get to add those. $15. My 4 made it high.
Okay. 15. You know that on the westernmost side of Port Sao, where the cliff meets the sea, atop those cliffs, only maybe you're like 70 or so feet raised above the ocean, is mostly residents and some small shops of frankly, the poorer district of the city. It is outside the protective walls of said city, inside of which is mostly nicer, though there are some windy, secluded areas where those of less fortunate financial situations are sort of shoved as the rich folk take more and more land for themselves. This area is colloquially referred to as the Trough, due to its sort of bowl-like shape, and also the idea of sort of like the slang of it is derogatory, but in a way of like ownership over it. Like if you're from the Trough, you know your way around Port Sao. Nobody fucks with you if you're from the Trough.
Was I from the Trough?
Do you think you were?
I was from one of the poorer areas, but I was in the main city.
So I think you were in the main city up one of the smaller. Yes, I think you were sort of within the city. This is sort of like the area you may have spent a lot of time. Like you might have run out into the Trough to like do a lot. There are people there who while wearing Emporian army clothing and navy clothing, don't really give two shits who comes into the port as long as there's enough gold in their hands reliably by the trough.
Joey is going to relay all of this and then kind of add on. I don't really know how I feel about going back. I hadn't really thought about it till now.
When would you have time to? We've had so much going on.
Yeah.
But you've every right to feel the way you do.
Anyway, we should go for the trough.
I'm actually kind of excited to go to Port Sal. I've never been. I'm from Stillborough.
I've never been to Stillborough.
It's fine. Sort of dirty. But that's because it's underground, so.
Do you have anything you want to do in Port Sal?
Port Sal? Well, gee, I'd love to see the palace. That would be something to see for sure. I heard it's on a big, like, raised chunk of land that looks over the whole city. At, like, some sort of big feat of architecture. It's all real talked about and stuff.
Certainly a sight to behold, for sure.
Have I upset you by mentioning the city, Miss Robbins?
Oh, no. I'm just thinking. Just some memories, you know.
Well, I'm excited to get the first, I don't know, carriage, or I've also never been to Port Sal. I just want to get home.
Where's home for you?
Well, I live a little bit outside of Brickton.
Okay, it shouldn't be too far of a journey then.
Right. I hope it's all, okay. I heard some weird stuff going on before I got on this boat that kind of locked the city down a little bit.
Right. Well, I think the, main reason for that, or the main people responsible for that, may have been drawn elsewhere at this point. But who knows?
Well, I hope so. I don't need none of that. You know what I mean? And then Fritz is silent and still.
I'm gonna detect thoughts on Fritz first, like, just get a sense of the not probing.
Not probing.
Yeah.
Interesting. Not probing.
Surface layer.
He is. His surface thoughts are chew, 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 swallow. This is tough. Chew, 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 swallow.
Fritz, what about you? What do you want to do? Where are you gonna go?
I will find something.
Are you gonna stay in Port Sal?
I hadn't thought of it. I don't know.
Would you want to go somewhere else?
Henry pitches forward. There would be a place for you. I'm sure we could. We've just sort of come into a bit of financial fortune. We could pay you more to deal with, what we are dealing with currently. And what is that? Do you know what it is you are dealing with? I happen to value my life.
Well, being part of a crew always comes with a bit of danger. But should you choose to say, we'd be happy to let you know a bit more about what you'd be getting into.
Continue.
Well, in terms of payment and everything, Nesbit and... Do we have a treasurer?
I'll be the treasurer.
No, do we already have one, on the... We must, right? I can't remember who it was. I feel like we would have had one already instated, right? A money person, a treasurer, yeah.
Treasurer? You wish for me to keep track of your money?
No. I was just asking if we already had one, because they could discuss payment and stuff with him. I don't know. If
I don't think we had ever really gotten into the specifics of that.
You guys
Right.
just sort of have been like trusting that Henry's taking care of that, actually.
Yeah, seems right.
Okay, that tracks.
If that makes sense.
I'm just going to say this. I am going to be honest with you three. I wouldn't linger in the city.
Why?
It is going to get dangerous.
What makes you say that?
Usually, wherever we go, people try to kill us.
Psycho says that,
Yeah.
like, props up. Well, why do you engage in such dangerous activities?
We engage in the
say-
same activities as you did.
Well, what we did was just like simple transport
Not you.
for Mr.
Not you. And I'll just look at Fritz. Not angrily, just like, no, like, we
Like, you
did
know.
what you did.
Who? So what, can I, just to be clear, what are you implying?
Well, he said he did magic. And that's, Nesbit believes that's the really only reason we're being followed.
Understood.
Those are our only crimes.
It's true.
He,
Murder.
thinks for a second. What would I get out of coming with you?
A harm in a family.
Oh, family. I don't know you people.
Oh no.
We can all teach each other stuff.
You know
can
me,
learn more.
Fritz. Fritz, I wouldn't steer you wrong on this. I have too much respect for you. What you've done in the past, I mean.
Fritz closes his eyes and sighs. I have one condition. That is that we put some cannons on this thing. Your sitting duck out in the water is ridiculous. You have no defenses, no systems.
Do we have?
We have a couple of cannons.
You have
Fritz,
two
Fritz.
light cannons.
Light cannons, but
Do you want to be our official armorer?
Don't you call me a duck.
I certainly could make some improvements.
I think that's a great idea. Don't you, everybody? And Joey looks at everyone with her highest persuasion.
Joey casts Persuade Friends.
Joey casts pretty please.
well, I just wanted to be clear. I don't. Anyone who wants to stay on the ship is welcome to it. I'm just not going to pretend like this is safe all the time. But I would have to ask the ship first if it wants any alterations, and then we could see. I'm not against it. I will say that, you've been inside for a while. You don't know everything that the ship is capable of. But I just wanted you all to make your own choice informed. Stay or don't.
Who wants Fritz to stay? Roll a persuasion check, Joey.
I don't really care.
Kind of neutral, yeah.
I'm pretty indifferent. I mean,
I'm just
I don't.
nervous that if he goes on bad terms,
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
$22.
22.
You had your D4.
That was with the D4.
Okay.
I will stay for now. Perhaps I will make improvements and then move on with the coin. That would be fine. Sure. The rest of you? You too?
Yes, I will stay.
Okay.
He's not well.
Right. Well, I was gonna say
So
I don't
much
remember
pain.
you being lost in there with us, but I'm gonna pass. I don't think this is for me. Y'all feel like I'm really just looking forward to maybe sightseeing a little bit and getting out of here and going back to work on, probably work on my uncle's mite farm for a little longer and then maybe come back and try doing something fun. But like, I just want to make some friends,
So like, what would I do if I were to stay?
Who is this one?
we don't
this
need
is
you.
the mole, Seth.
The mole, Seth Porter.
No, thank you.
Everybody roll an insight check on Seth.
19.
19?
14.
10.
10, okay.
7.
14.
19. Seth seems like a smart guy. He does not seem particularly athletic, nor does he seem overly adventurously experienced. He's sort of younger and doesn't have like the jadedness that most sailors have to him. Akana, you get a feeling that he's probably a student, which strikes you as odd. Like, why is he doing this?
You look a little young. Are you still in school?
No. Roll an insight check.
Uh-huh.
The
24.
DC 3.
It's a full lie. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He just lied through his teeth.
Why'd you leave school?
I didn't leave school. Full lie.
Okay. Can I roll an insight check to the manner in which he says no? Like, was it bad? Was it good? Was it of his own choice? Like, type
With
of
a
deal, or-
22, he fully left school. He's like a dropout, and he doesn't want his parents to know.
Oh, Jesus.
Where's he
Oh.
from again?
Brickton, he said.
Oh, man.
Okay. What are you hoping to find, Seth?
I just want to like come back with some stories, you know.
Okay.
I mean, when I graduated school, I decided that I wanted to go out to do stuff so I could come back to the alumni week and then share the stories with students who were under me. It becomes really apparent that he is like not more than 16 years old as he talks.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. Do your parents know where you are?
Yes,
Why'd you
he
leave
says
them?
immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, do yours.
Yeah, who keeps track of you?
Well, I'm pretty sure mine are all dead because my town was stolen and put back in a time loop, so everyone I know grew up with is now dead. I'm handling it well.
can I intimidate this 16-year-old
Yes, you can. What do you want to say to him?
and say, I'm gonna grab his little shirt, say, listen, if you keep lying to us, you can get a lot of us hurt. Okay, so you better start telling us the truth.
Okay, I was in boarding school in Brickton and I didn't want to go anymore, so I ran away and I got on the first boat I could. I ran all the way to Soul City and then I stowawayed on a boat and I've been on a boat for a little while. Then I went back to Brickton to work for the Pendletons, but I was gonna go home, but then I decided not to go home, and then I ended up in Key East and then I was lost in a magic forest, and I had to eat berries that didn't taste like anything, but I still had the consistency of a berry. It's a lot harder than it sounds.
Don't you think your parents miss you?
No, they sent me to boarding school.
Fair enough.
All right.
I get that. Well, do we need more kids?
Come on, why not? She's 12.
Please, God, don't put more children on board
Actually,
the
only
ship.
10. I just grew really fast in one day.
That sounds awesome.
Zaza looks into his eyes because she still has his shirt. Like, what is your greatest skill?
I studied art history.
Oh, God.
Oh, wait a second. If you studied art
Useless.
history, Joey's gonna reach into her bag and she's gonna pull out a coin that she received from the owl back a while ago. I'm sure there's an engraving on it. And she's gonna say,
Where was the owl? Where was the owl that you're talking about?
What?
I'm pretty sure this is a coin of chaos that you gifted me.
Oh, the owl, the
As a
trickster
necrotic
owl.
trickster
the haunted
owl.
Oh,
house.
yes.
Mhm.
Oh,
The one
the
who owned the
fucking
house.
skeleton
That
owl?
owl.
Yeah, the guy who
Mhm.
died.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was such a
Jesus.
fun place.
Was it?
5-star
fun
Airbnb.
I'm assuming there's like some really intricate engraving on it. And given that I don't really know what it does, Joey's gonna say, let's put your art history skills to the test. Does this look like anything familiar to you?
It's a coin.
What's
Oh my god.
Zygo passes out.
that? He says a coin.
Is he okay?
Joey goes, he's totally useless. And she puts it away and turns around.
Nesbitt's just going to look at. Hi.
Hello.
I'm the captain of this ship.
Oh, hello, Captain.
Do you see?
He salutes you.
Do you see my best friend in the world over there? And I just point at Zygo.
Yeah, is he okay?
No. He's
Oh,
on the brink
sorry.
of death
Oh, jeez.
because of where we go. Do you see Akana?
Yes.
Akana died.
Awesome.
Okay, executive decision. You're going
Well, she-
back home to your parents.
Well, no, come on.
You're lucky that you have them.
Roll an
Woof.
insight check.
Fucking woof.
Insight?
Yeah.
19.
That really doesn't land with him.
Wow.
And you'd think like somebody who like had a good relationship with their parents that would land on.
Mhm.
But like you've not probably encountered somebody like who like really truly does not care.
Hmm.
It's not like he just does not have a good relationship with his parents.
Gotcha. Or maybe you don't feel that way. Either way,
If I can make a suggestion, Nesbit,
Yeah.
would you like to hear it?
Oh, you're not talking to me.
yes,
Sorry.
Akana.
SIRI likes to. I don't know what I said this time, but
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, all right.
SIRI.
What is your
Can't even say your
suggestion?
fucking name.
He could stay under the condition that he continues learning, and we can pick up some books and start building a little library here.
I can probably teach him.
Okay. That's a deal. I'll take that. Yes, deal. Is
That's
that
up to
cool,
Nesbit.
everybody? I think that's fair. I think it's a fair compromise.
It was just an idea, because sometimes, and it seems like, she'll kind of look at Seth, you know, sometimes sending a kid back to a place where it's not good isn't better than them not returning.
I am going to sleep on it.
Zaza still has his little shirt.
This whole time.
No whispers
Hasn't
to
put him
him.
down.
Whispers to him. You're lucky my family said we need more friends. So if you prove yourself to be a friend tonight, you're good by me. And drops him.
Whoa. You're so cool.
She's out of your league, buddy.
Oh, I just want to be able to hold a hammer like that above my head for once instead of just dragging it. He's looking at you like a little kid would look at a superhero. As you pick him up and drop him, he's just like, oh, that's awesome.
Enjoy the meal, everyone. I'm going to bed, and I'm gonna go put Zygo to bed.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, help, holy crap. This guy's broken like in 4 different places.
I have been
Curly,
wanting to go to sleep for so long.
Curly is like, give him some pillows, I'll help you take him in. And Curly helps you wheel Zygo inside Nesbit. The skeletons walk forward, and all 3 of the new crew members jump as they like appear. Henry does not even seem phased and seems kind of at peace.
Good for you, Henry.
And then everybody sort of retires. Does anybody want to do anything before they go and take their long rest? Joey.
Yeah.
I have a couple different things. A, I'd like to find Charlie. B, well, I have this extra +4. There's so many checks I need to make.
Okay. So first thing, Joey, we're gonna make Joey last because Joey's probably got the most to do. So you are currently occupied with. You've been looking for Charlie. You finally look under the table, and he is sucked to the bottom of a little table that you guys are all sitting around. And then his little eyeballs like go from under the table and look at you in the eyes.
I missed you so much. I thought we were going to die, and then I was sad that I wasn't going to see you again. And I saved you a little bit of food. And then Joey takes a little bit of the food that she saved from the table and holds it out in her hand. Good boy.
It spit gurgles at the like smell.
Fucking Jesus.
And we cut away from you for a moment, but we'll come back to Joey. Anybody else want to, let's say Akana, what did you want to do before you head to bed?
Yeah, I would have gone ahead and followed Nesbit and Zygo in.
Okay.
Helped Nesbit tuck in Zygo.
No.
Put a
There,
pillow in your
there.
head.
You probably won't feel better in the morning, but
I
we'll
do
have
not
an
think that there
answer then.
is. All right.
Nesbit, can I go ahead and talk to you in your office? Do you have an office?
Office is
Like a headquarters.
I think
for
that's,
captain
he
stuff.
definitely doesn't know what an office is.
I've heard the word. I didn't pay attention to the context.
Yeah, it's like a place where you call your own that you like do business.
A bathroom?
Yeah, a bathroom.
Okay.
Well, or like, because you don't sleep with us, do you? Don't you have your own special place?
Oh yeah, treehouse.
Office.
Office. Okay.
Bathroom.
Zygo.
Good night, buddy.
Lay your head in the pillow. And he puts your
Aw.
head back down. You
Aw.
set up and Curly pushes you back
On one of Curly's throw pillows.
on one of, yeah, Curly has tucked one of his pillows underneath Zygo's head. He
Which
said,
pillow
"Put
is
you
it,
on the pillow."
George? Which pillow?
It's the round pink one with little frills at the end that kind of looks like a big pink Smarties.
Ah, yes,
Incredible.
I love this
Yeah,
pillow.
good.
This is a
Just
good pillow.
relax.
It's a good pillow.
Okay.
How do you? Is there like a ladder or a rope? How do
You
you get
guys, you guys, there is like a little rope that you guys climb up to get into this area. Go ahead and, oh, not that. So sorry.
That's
Not
just
scary. Not scary music. What would you like to say as you get up into the office and close the trapdoor behind you?
Okay, so, I don't think there's any point in me keeping this to myself anymore. I just haven't really known how to go about telling you as I've been coming to terms with it myself and grappling with what it is. But I'm sure you've noticed I've been different ever since I came back. So I'm not just a follower of the mother anymore, but I am a part of the mother. And I didn't know it. I guess I have been my whole life. But then once I came back, the mother put even more of herself in me. I'm like her vessel on this plane. Does that make sense?
Did I do something wrong?
Not even a little. I don't know if anyone else did it if I could have come back. But the fact that it was you, I don't think I'd be here if anybody else tried. But I know people differently now. And I know I hope I've been there for you when you needed me. And I'm sorry if you ever felt like I wasn't.
No. No, you, even more so than I thought, have always been there for me. Since we met, and then since we re-met, and then since we met again, I guess. So I was right? That we are fated to do something. Oh, I just got really scared.
Oh, you don't have to be scared. If anything, we've been given this opportunity because we can handle it.
That means that on some level, you, Kano, you chose us.
I suppose in a way I did. Yeah.
Oh.
And even though I didn't know it then, knowing what I do now, I wouldn't have chosen anybody else.
That feels better. I was getting so confused.
I know, and that's why I wanted to tell you. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I didn't want to overwhelm you because it's a lot, but I also...
I'm not overwhelmed.
No, I mean, it's overwhelming to anybody. It's overwhelming to me. And it's happening to my person.
Can I ask you something?
Anything you like.
Oh, Are they okay?
Do I know who he's talking about? Is it your parents? Do I need to roll a thing or do I just know?
Roll a wisdom saving throw first.
Okay. Alrighty. 29.
Oh, nice.
Nesbit, remind me, did you find your parents' bodies?
I saw my father die,
Mm-hmm.
and then my mother told me to run.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't think I ever found their remains when I went looking. I think when I was that young, I didn't know how to get back to where we were.
Right. Hannah, could you please make a religion check because of that extremely high wisdom saving throw?
Ugh. I botched.
Okay, 1 second.
I have a thing I could say if I'm not allowed to know like specifics.
You do not know.
You know, it's really difficult for me to keep track of everything. And so with specific people, it's a bit more difficult. But what I can tell you is that when it was Kano that died, it was beautiful. It was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. And my friends were there. And it was warm and safe. And it felt like home. So if they've passed on, it's good.
Okay. Okay. That's good. I wonder. I've been wondering this. If you can't remember things, if there are things that you can't do, is that true of all of them? Every god? Because Mother, or Akana, Mother, Kano.
Whatever you're more comfortable with, honestly.
Oh, the sister. I was thinking. The sister saved us. But I don't think the sister meant to. But I was thinking, we died. Boris Niles killed us. Over and over and over again. Without the Whistle Pig Kid, we go to where you need to go, and we get ambushed, and we get killed. But she cursed him, and she made those deaths not happen. So, does she even have a plan? Or maybe there's parts of her that want us alive, that wanted to give us a second chance. Or maybe it's just chaos. I am overwhelmed.
Can I roll an insight check on your face, George?
Oh my god. One
You
of the
can roll an
same
insight
thing.
check. Tell me if you beat a 20.
I don't. It's a 15.
Okay. Okay. It hangs in the air for a moment, but we are going to descend away from you two for a moment as you contemplate that.
Okay. Can we end it on like, can I give you a hug?
You give him a hug, absolutely.
If he's okay with that.
Yeah,
Nesbit
yeah,
is
yeah.
that cool?
Nesbit like looks very eager to, but is still staring like 1,000-yard stare like behind you. You just don't notice it. I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
Zygo, as you sleep,
oh god.
you hear a voice.
Very good, Zygo. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep going, Ziggy.
I am trying, grandfather, but it just keeps getting harder and harder.
And it will continue to get harder, Ziggy. But you have a great destiny ahead of you.
I know.
You are a savior, Ziggy. I cannot wait to see you in the stars.
Not this soon, I hope.
Sooner than you think. It always is.
Zaza. What does your bedtime look like?
Well, this is my relative's first day alive in a while. So Zaza wants to do right by them, asks them if there's anything else they would like to do before they go to sleep. You guys want to look at the stars? We could make some more food. I don't know. Did you like dinner? Did you eat it? Do I have to eat? What's the deal?
They both shake their heads at that.
No eating.
And Ziggy goes and puts just like a crossbow bolt that he finds on a crate in his mouth, and it drops through his ribs and out his pelvis. Clank, 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 clank.
Yeah. Okay. Is the forest back up?
Both of the skeletons, when you say, what do you want to do, look at each other. And we smash cut to both of the skeletons tied to a rope as the boat travels towards Port Sao, off in the water, just letting the boat pull them along.
Come on.
And both of them with their hands up, basically silently yelling, "Wee!" as Zaza has both ropes wrapped around her forearms and is holding both of the skeletons in place, and you're able to like playfully let them go. They're not tied to the ship; they are tied to Zaza.
She didn't even tie it to the ship.
No, she's just letting them fly up behind.
Oh my god.
Once in a while, one of the skeletons gets up as a gust of wind kicks up and kind of pushes you guys a little faster. Your grandma Ezzy, or great aunt Ezzy rather, gets up on her little bony heels and water surfs for a second, and then water skis, slams back into the water, and it's just really fun. And then finally you reel them back in. They clap you on the shoulder and give you a hug, and then they both like clackety high five. They got their first time having a good time in a little minute. And then in front of you, you see Tick and Talk, and they both look hurt.
Hurt?
Dude, if you were gonna go do a water sport, why would you not come get us?
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were still awake.
Tick goes from behind Talk. It's okay, we can make this right. And we smash cut to all four of them.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah! Hog yeah! And they're all just like in the waters. Tick and Talk have created little like wooden boards to be traveling on in the back, so they are like doing little like rips up these waves that are very dangerous. The water is choppy by a cliffside. That's the only reason there are even waves to ride. You're not like going motorboat speed. So they're getting tossed by waves and riding waves down as you guys are like. Tick and Talk, you guys all get back on board. More high fives. Awesome! At the same time, and they like, see you guys later. You bony guys are awesome, cool. And Tick and Talk leave. And the two skeletons settle next to you, Zaza, as they sort of look at you as like, what do we do next?
What do we do next? Well, I want to show you the forest that I usually talk to you guys in. Is that cool for you?
Both of them nod, absolutely.
Would that be good for you?
Okay, Be quiet, because people might be sleeping.
Oh my god. You guys, make stealth checks.
Does she make one for all 3 of them?
No. I'm gonna make the other ones.
Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, a 16?
You guys get inside 16.
Yeah.
Hilarious. You creep into the room, and then the skeletons click, clack, click, clack behind you. You go like shh, and they both like stop. And then click, clack, click, clack. You stop. You start walking a little slower as you're passing Zygo's cot, and then the skeletons knock into you as they knock into each other as you slow up without telling them, and they both like clack, 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 clack. They get tangled up in each other and have to like unhook their rib cages. Zygo, you are woken up immediately away from that dream of your grandfather.
Oh no!
Oh no.
No.
Zaza, yeah, probably profusely apologizing. You all skitter into the forest and disappear inside a little of the ways in.
You guys need to be quieter. You need to be quieter. What are you doing? Okay. Well, this is the forest. Pretty cool, huh?
Both of them point to their jaws and go,
That's a good thing, right? Wow. Okay. Let's do some family stuff. I don't know. Let's like eat something. You want to eat something? I don't know. Let's do it. Okay.
you got two
Like
skeletons.
3 in the morning.
Gizzy enthusiastically just starts putting everything in his mouth, and it makes like different noises as it drops through his bony apparatus that is his body. As he just watches as you start eating stuff in the forest.
Oh wait. I have a question in between like bites. Why did you point at my flute again?
Ezzy was just like, that's my flute.
Oh, okay. You want to hear a song?
Absolutely,
And-
they do.
and
They
the-
both immediately sit down on their
Activates
yeah.
the mohawk.
The worst roommate ever.
the skeleton.
Zaza,
gets-
please do not play a song!
No, it's in
Ezzy-
the forest. Oh.
It's in the forest. It's far enough away that you guys can't hear it. Ezzy puts a hand to her cheek and seems to be loving it. And Gizzy appears, like lays back and enjoys like the big giant fan. Roll a performance check
Okay. It's gonna
with
be a good
advantage because of your crazy ass
one. Okay.
frill mohawk.
I'm glad. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. What do I do?
What'd you roll?
6. What do I do? I
That's
don't
with
know.
advantage?
Yeah, it's a 4 and a 6.
Wait, I think I did. I must have done something wrong. No?
Nope.
Oh shit.
It was cocked. I rolled it
I
online,
must
but
have
it was
done
cocked
something wrong.
online.
Roland, you are hitting a lot of wrong notes because of how excited you are to be doing this. And Ezzy's like this becomes to her teeth,
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
but then they politely applaud when you're done.
God. Thank you. You know how to say it was good. You're my family, but sorry. And then she undoes the mohawk. I promise I'll do better. Then she puts it away.
They give you a pat on the shoulder. We
Ah.
cut away from Zaza in the forest. Joey, where are you?
On the deck of the ship.
Okay.
Charlie at my feet.
Middle of the night.
Jen probably sitting next to me. It's the middle of the night.
After watching TikTok, 2 skeletons, and Zaza do an insane water sports extravaganza, you look on for. Maybe you even pop out and give them a thumbs up. You find yourself alone on the deck with Charlie at your feet.
Did Sven go to bed?
Charlie looks up into your eyes with his 2 eye stalks and flips over on his belly.
Good boy, good boy, good boy. Okay, just sit there for like 2 seconds. There's something I need to do. And Joey's going to dive into
Sorry,
her
I just had to
purse.
troll you a little bit.
It was so good. And Joey's going to. Is Charlie still laying upside down?
Yes.
She's going to use his little belly like a table. And on top of it, she's first going to lay out all the time crystals.
Use those.
I'm gonna be all gross and slobbery now.
He starts like sucking on one.
Oh, fucking.
Okay,
But it's
that's
too
fine,
big
but
for
you
us
have
now.
to give it back to me. Good boy. I want to do, I guess, an Arcana check on kind of how I can use the crystals.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Okay. Tell me if it's a different check I should be
No,
making.
Arcana's good.
I didn't roll very high. Can I get help from Charlie?
With magic?
I don't know. He's holding them up in a special
yes,
way. They're
you
catching the
can.
light.
You can get help from Charlie for this.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
I can't.
Is Charlie a god?
I didn't. So it's a 12.
12.
Oh, no, it's not. I forgot to add my bonus. 15.
15. If they were smithed properly, you could probably form these into items of some kind or enhance items.
And do they all do the same thing, or do some of them do different things than others?
They all do different things. The purple, green, and orange time crystals all have separate effects on time. The green crystals extend duration or shorten duration, depending on how they're used. And then orange crystals are for jumping forward and for quickening.
And what about
purple crystals?
You said they see across time. They're like
Thank you. So sorry. Yes. So sorry. The purple lenses see across time. Like you can, you can like. That's what the
lake
the
house?
Telescope is.
for telescope is made
telescope
of.
has
Yeah.
like a purple.
It has purple
crystal lens.
lenses in the crystals.
Okay, great. Okay, cool. Joey's gonna scoop up the crystal. She's gonna pull one out of Charlie's mouth. Yuck. She's gonna wipe it off on her little cloak. And then she's gonna, not coke, and then she's gonna put it back in her bag. And then she's going to attempt to do the statue spell again that she learned a few weeks ago.
Okay.
The like Shiva statue spell, but I still haven't been able to get it. So I think it
Make
might
an
be
Arcana check.
cool.
Don't remember what this is.
I have no idea. Jackie's put out like 4 things today that I'm like, that was this campaign?
Shit. Oh, can somebody roll me a d4? I lost it.
3.
Okay, thanks.
I also rolled 3.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay. You do that same motion from the temple and repeat the words Sifta.
Sifta.
And as you do this, you feel your hands become solid stone, flicker, and then retract a little bit. But you're getting the hang of it. Go ahead and make another Arcana check.
Yeah, that wasn't as good. Somebody roll me a d4, sorry.
3.
Okay. It was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
15 is enough. You make more progress as you get your arms to solidify. Make one final Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
You might just
And
be
you
a
want to do the
natural.
D4 this time?
Oh, I think I did because I rolled a nat 13, and that's +3 and then plus whatever the d4 is.
3.
Consistency.
Okay. So what did you roll for the last one?
19.
19. Okay. Let me bring something up here. Sorry. Okay. So you say Sifta, and As you do so, you petrify yourself.
So cool. Oh,
You do not say. You think to
I'm
yourself.
frozen.
You are a statue.
Fully petrified. Can I unpetrify myself?
Make an Arcana check.
No.
Oh
You have not
no.
learned this magic. Here we go.
It strikes you, Joey, that you never learned how to turn yourself not into a statue anymore.
Oh no, no, no.
It's a 2 on the D4, Jack.
Okay.
Did you botch?
No, but I rolled a 3. So
All
that's
right,
6, so that's 8.
We cut away, and everybody may take a long rest except for
Oh.
Joey.
God.
You just had to petrify
Oh.
yourself.
God.
The next
Okay.
morning, all of you stir and awaken.
Oh my god. So stupid.
All of you slowly awake. Almost immediately, Henry just walks inside the room. Everyone, really don't even know how I'm supposed to lead into this. There is a statue of Joey
Oh, son of a wretch.
out on the deck. I don't know why that would possibly be, but I can't find her, and I can only assume that you get the rest.
Okay. First things first.
3.
Akana goes up and on herself and on Zygo casts Remove Curse.
Okay.
So let's just get rid of that.
As that happens, both of you feel an immense amount of relief wash over you.
Ugh.
The mummy's rot curse is dispelled by the mother's magic.
Ugh.
And then she will follow that up with keeping her hands on each of them and go ahead and she will give each, let's do 20. So 20 HP, just
That's
right
better
in there.
than what I had.
And you walk outside, and all of you see Joey as a statue, just like, and so excited.
Zaza, can I borrow? Do you have your MR handy, or a smashing weapon?
What?
Yeah.
Not,
gonna
it is
kill
not
me?
what you think. It is not what you think.
we all just look
Sorry.
at
I know
Zygo.
you'd like, I know you
It is
think the
not what you think,
liabilities,
because
but
I'm going
that's
to
messed
take
up.
Take a diamond out of his bag and say, "Could you please smash that for me? I just need this to be powder."
Yeah, of course.
Great.
What's happening?
They're making
I
diamond
took a
dust.
diamond out that I need her to
You're
smash.
smashing the diamond into
Yeah.
powder.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
We're not
Um,
smashing
And it's,
Joey.
and it's
Not
not
smashing. Sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
it's a
was
smaller
terrifying.
Yeah, it's one of the like 300 gold piece ones.
Yeah, you crash one of these apart.
Uh,
Zaza?
fantastic. Zygo will then take the handful of diamond dust over to the statue of Joey, and as he rubs it over her, go, "I cannot believe that you did this to yourself, little one," and will cast Greater Restoration.
You take your first breath, Joey.
Oh my god, that was so cool! I made myself a statue! Did you see it? Did you see me? Did you see me?
Everyone's there.
Oh, sorry, Joey.
The entire crew is there,
And it's day.
and it's morning.
Wait, I can do it again!
Do not do it again, Joey. Do not do it again.
Wait, so how did I come out of it again?
Me. I am how you came out of it.
Oh. Oh, I gotta figure that out.
Georgia, I have a question.
Yes.
Do I have to equip the mummies with something like now? Or do I have to do it every time that I resurrect them?
24 hours has gone by. Your skeletons are not there.
Oh. Really?
Oh, actually, no. 24 hours has not gone by.
It's been like
Um,
16.
Like 8
The
hours.
skeletons just sat next to you as you slept,
Great.
and then you wake up and they both wave to you.
So do I have to equip them every time I resurrect them, or do that like I give them an item and then they just have it?
If they were to be destroyed, they would lose all that equipment, obviously. But if you want to just like every 24 hours recast that spell, because you can cast it once per day as part of your feat. Yeah, if it's basically they are there permanently with you now, and they can be summoned anytime. The only thing is that if they are destroyed, you can't summon them again for 24 hours.
Okay, but my question is, do I have to give, like you said I could give them weapons,
Yes, absolutely you can. What do you want to arm them with?
but then they keep that every time I resurrect them?
No, they
No.
don't.
No.
If
You're
they
gonna have to
just-
rearm them. Like they
So
will
George
will have to
disappear,
rearm
and the weapons will just drop where they were.
And I'll pick them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
While this is all happening, Zygo is going to activate his starry form and just start cycling some healing spells through him and Kano. I'll just like roll all of those and mark them off.
Right.
But I'm gonna start bumping our health back up.
Amazing. Y'all, Portzau is on the horizon.
Oh.
Okay. Wait. Captain is going to speak. Nesbit goes over to, oh my god, what was his name again? The kid?
Seth.
Seth.
Nesbit's just gonna go over to Seth and go, okay. At first I was worried, because everyone who I take under my care is under my care. And if you die, I will feel very responsible. But here's the thing. You don't know it yet, but you are fated to be here. And you know how I know that? Because two of the worst crewmen I've ever met in my life, Tick and Talk, they're named after time and
What?
after... Don't worry. They're named after time and after the woods. And those are very important for us right now. Time and the woods are big things. They are, I think, in some way, the Sisters Chosen and the Mothers Chosen, they are showing us the path forward. You have a role to play as well.
Oh, Tick, I ripped my pants!
I don't know what it is, but even Henry wasn't that strong when he first joined us, and now he is very strong and a very good friend. So, you'll be with us. And the important thing is, and Nesbit takes out the stick of the hero, I'm speaking now. The important thing is that, it's fine to say, is that, they know our faces. They know your faces in the world. We cannot travel all together when we're in the city. Big packs like that are noticed. But these are new faces and new numbers to travel with into the city. This will be good for us. The captain has spoken. The people who want to stay on the ship can stay on the ship. If you die, I'm so sorry.
Captain, I will follow you into the pits of hell.
It's okay. I learned last night that I'm not going there.
It feels like a lot of context I don't have.
Get used to it.
Yes, Captain!
All right. Joey,
Soul
Yes.
save us.
Joey.
Fritz walks past.
Joey, don't. If you're gonna do spells, do it with supervision. If you're gonna do it around us.
Oh, what? Like I'm like a kid or something?
Yes,
Yes, you are. Yes.
you're very powerful and very strong, and it's very cool. And also, I would have liked to see it happen. And I'm
Oh, is
sad
that you?
about that too. No, not now. Just tell us when you're doing things. All right, Captain is done speaking. Enjoy your morning, everyone.
And the colony approaches Portzau. Before you, cliffs that rise out of the ocean 70 feet high. The ocean sort of calm out here, which is surprising because the storm above rages inland, but outside the barriers of the land of Emporia, the storm appears, at least on this side of the island, to have quelled a bit, or at least you're in the middle of a slow point in the storm. So you guys get a relatively uneventful entry into a rather difficult city to get into. The small houses of the trough, which you can see at the lip of the ocean's edge, sit very, very diminutive in the shadow of enormous yellow sandstone walls, gilded with gold and silver ornamentation, large parapets and keeps at all corners of the wall, and within, the very tip of a beautifully ornate palace. It is regal to behold. It takes your breath away, despite what this place implies. And you slowly travel inward as Joey points the way around a bend away from the main docks to a sort of less traveled, more rocky area. You guys jostle along the waves. Ropes are thrown over your ship as you pull into a rickety wooden dock, the stairs of which lead all the way up the side, 70 feet high, of a cliffside, and then what seems like an administrator's cabin up top. And that seems to be where sailors are paying money. People are descending the staircase down to a couple of boats tied in the corner, and all of you step off the docks and set foot in the capital city of Emporia, at least on the very outskirts of it, Port Sao. As soon as you get on the docks, you are approached by a man in uniform. Right, everybody come in. Who am I talking to? Who's the captain of this vessel?
I am.
Right, you got your papers?
Yeah,
Can I see them, please?
of course.
Looks at the forged papers, correct? Didn't we forge these a while ago?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure either Henry did or someone did, or we just had papers with the ship. Either way, we've done
Henry's
papers
are up
before.
top. Henry's papers are up top, and you guys also have like some new papers from Key East that you got.
Well, we have our personal papers. I didn't know if there was a ship paper, but either way, we've done this before.
Henry, he looks at the all of you guys.
I would like to point out that I look different, right? Since I came back,
do.
because my face is different. Thank
You
you.
do
I
look
would
different.
also like to say that I probably wouldn't have left the boat without casting
Disguise
self on myself.
Absolutely. Same with
Yeah.
Sven. Sven also casts Disguise Self on himself. He just does a look at the crew. The skeletons are probably hiding within. Right, we'll have to do an inventory then. If we got to go inside. Henry descends, looking at all of you as he takes a pile of gold from the side and drops it in the guard's hands. I think you'll find that we won't be needing an inventory. Right you are, sir. Right this way, we'll take good care of you. Henry has put quite a lot of gold in this man's hands.
It's fine by me.
Looks like he is being more careful. The guard is taken aback by how much he's given. This is much more of a bribe than he's used to. It piques his interest, but you see quickly, he's like, I'm gonna shut the hell up. Take this money. Grabs the bag of money. The colony is looped around. You have paid for an extended stay. So Henry gets off the boat with all of you. No need to worry about coming here. I'm not sure how long we're going to be in this city, but I suggest A, finding lodging as quickly as possible, and B, if we need to extend our stay, I will come back down to the docks and resubmit a payment.
I will
Sounds great.
give Henry my 1,000 gold that we just got.
They should keep us for several weeks if
'Cause
we need it.
I'm like, Henry, you understand what to do with this so far better than me. You just did. I
Great.
won't say the M word here, but you did good job with that.
Of course, yes. I would never seek to disappoint you, Captain. And I shall be able to pay the crew a bit more with this. Very good. Right, well, I don't know Port Sao particularly well.
I can, Joey, who is a 4.5-foot tall giraffe, turns around and
Damn it.
looks at everyone and says,
Sven has stuck with his 3-foot-tall hippo.
I can lead the way.
To where?
We are to find someone who can get us to the moon.
Right. And they're at the We don't know. Okay.
Let's just get into the city and get a place to stay, and we'll figure it out from there.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
And
George,
as Joey kind of
what
like...
is the name of the person we're looking for again, just so that we can all get it in our minds for the next foreseeable future?
Yeah.
'Cause
You were told that there's a smith here.
did we not get
Who
a name?
works for
It was just
Emporia.
a Smith?
If you were given a name,
Cool.
and you have
Smith is fine.
I believe if we have given you a name, I have forgotten it.
Right.
I'm sure I have it in a note somewhere. I will go find that for you. I think the primary thing that you know is that there is a smith who is working for like an Emporian contract, which is what brought the attention to the jeweler in the first place. So you're probably going to want to look in blacksmiths that work for the crown. That's like your starting point.
George, would it make sense that I know, like, some low-key, off-the-beaten-track lodging in the trough?
Yeah, roll a history check.
Cool. Just give me 2 seconds, because all my dice have fallen under the couch.
Hilarious.
Jesus,
Trying
Jackie.
to put this
All of your
as
dice?
possible. Sorry.
What?
All of my dice.
Just
have
roll a
fallen into
d10
the sunken
twice and add
place.
it together.
The most Jackie thing I've ever heard in my life.
Lord.
Oh, man.
But we can move all the way up into the city streets as we begin to walk along everything.
I nat 20. No shit.
No shit. Okay.
I love
as you-
it when that happens.
You walk up the path. As soon as you guys start getting above ground, the storm's starting to kick up again. It starts kicking up a little before you guys get into the docks. It's not like the second you step on land, the storm intensifies or something like that. Like, it's not significant in that way. But the storm is starting to kick up a little bit. There is a crowded market. They've all got sort of makeshift umbrellas and tarps that they're holding above their heads as the rain slowly starts to pour and come down. And the nat 20, you remember the perfect spot. It is a sort of like bed and breakfast, but is definitely been devolved into like a shitty motel kind of vibe. It is called let me look this up, I forgot. I just wrote it down a second ago. The King's Crab.
We're gonna go to the King's Crab. And as we walk and the thunder rages and there's all these people, Joey looks around and she's like, I didn't think I missed this place, but I think I missed this place.
Right when you say that, there is a carriage that goes by, and a beetle just takes a giant dump right in front of you.
I love it here.
And you make your way in to the King's Crab, which is a beaten down, ramshackle, all wooden type thing that kind of has a beautiful view of the ocean, but because of that beautiful view, it appears to be kind of tilted as the ground has eroded slightly under it. There is an entire like couple of inches of this place that are hanging off the edge of the cliff out onto open air. What foundation is in this building, you do not know. But as soon as you walk your way in, the storm's starting to intensify outside. You are greeted by a portly horse who greets you. Welcome to my fine establishment. Please help yourselves. Come on in. Grab yourself an ale. No identification necessary of any kind. If you have 2 crowns, I'll give you 2 ales.
Great.
At least to start. Then it becomes 4 crowns per ale. And then after the 5th ale, it becomes 10 crowns. It's sort of an increase. I'm trying a new business model.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now here's my question to you. How many crowns is it for a couple of rooms?
A couple of rooms, I can set you guys up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I do not have occupancy available for all 12 of you. Fritz immediately says, that is fine. There is not a chance I am staying here. Good luck. I will reconvene with you soon. He walks out. Michael says goodbye to all of you. Yeah, I'm actually just going to go on ahead and start heading home, but thank you for the ride, and I appreciate it.
Best of luck to you.
Best of luck to you. He
based.
leaves. I'm going to get 3 ales, please.
Do not sauce this man.
Thank you so
No.
much.
Right.
Can we check him to not? I'm gonna take 2 of those.
Yeah, I'll take one. I'll
Um,
reach over.
do you guys just have like a little moment where you grab a couple of drinks and try to like wait out the storm and you gather by a window maybe, or are we going right to our rooms and such?
Oh,
Zaza,
we can
I'm gonna
have.
grab a
Let's
drink.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
book
book
the
the
rooms.
rooms, but we can enjoy a drink.
You book the rooms. You've got now that it is just Henry actually also like I will also find separate lodging with Tick and Talk. We'll get a couple of rooms across the street. I think I saw a couple of establishments with even worse conditions, that they are not hanging off the edge of a cliff. So I'll try my luck there.
Where are we
And
going?
George-
Oh, we got out the door?
George, is there any thieves' cant writing on the walls? Like, is there a place above the door that says the symbol for safety?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, that was a nat 17, so that's a dirty 20.
A familiar symbol. Yes.
Okay, good. Then when Joey palms over the coin, she'll say, "The cockroaches taste very good today."
Oh, well, the cockroaches are mighty crunchy this eve indeed.
Crunchy crunch.
Oh boy.
What?
The never before agreed upon thieves' cant.
We need to make a thieves' cant like dictionary.
Elaborate.
The cockroaches are crunchily delicious. It's perfect for
Yes.
rainy weather.
For rainy weather? Is that what
Yes.
you said? Oh. Well, in the rain, everybody knows cockroaches grow
On the tree.
on the tree. Have a wonderful stay, ma'am. What he has conveyed to you is that guards don't frequent this place. You're probably fine.
Perfect. Love thieves' cant.
Right. I love these cat.
Classic thieves' cant. I'm gonna shout at him in Druid.
On the tree.
Crunchy crunch.
Crunch.
Zygo, where do you end up?
Crunchy crunch.
Just in terms of location in this bar.
Yes.
I'm assuming you look blind, right?
I look super
all,
blind.
You guys also like start moving all of your bags into your rooms that you've booked. You've got 2 rooms that you've booked between all of you, including
Sven?
the skeletons are not with you, but including Sven, right?
I would probably try and get because no one's gonna suspect a blind man. I'd probably sit in the corner of the lobby and kind of just try and survey the people here, like if there's anyone who looks a certain way.
As you guys all move your stuff over to your room, you guys, Zygo hangs out by the bar. You feel somebody come up on your side. Hello there.
Oh, hello.
How are you tonight?
I cannot complain. So weather was not too horrible. We just got in and it was much worse at sea.
Right. It's Zygo, right? Coiltail?
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Who is asking?
Sorry, I thought you looked familiar, but maybe we haven't met. My name's Bertie. We both know Breshka.
Zygo will very quickly, as quietly as he can. What are you doing here? Where is she?
She's all right. She's fine. I have a problem that I need help with, and she suggested that I might find you and ask. And she told me it might be in Port Saul, and I have friends by the docks, and they get word to me quick.
Is anyone else around? Just me.
He's whispering to you, and he is also like staring ahead, so as not to draw attention to you two. But
is
the
my
newt,
group
the newt,
nearby?
Bertie Slinton, is the one who is standing next to you. He is
is-
Reshka's fiance.
Alright,
We could maybe be
tell
making our way over
I should
to
tell
you
Zo-
if you want to have.
the rest of
It's
Would it-
actually it's a sort of a private matter. I wonder if I might
if I might steal you for an evening.
Insight?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Not very high. 15.
You see some desperation in his eyes. He needs some help.
All right.
Right. I got a carriage outside. Do you mind?
Zygo's gonna sort of like try and throw a glance to the rest of the
I'll
group.
have you back. I'll make sure you get back, at least in the morning. Shouldn't
Yes,
take
all
more
right.
than a couple hours.
Understood. If you'd be so kind as to guide me out.
Right. Come this way. He grabs into your arm, kind of tentatively. Fresco is right. You're awful kind. Thank you.
You did
And
not
you
need
walk-
to say such things.
He walks out the door with you. You guys come back into the room looking for Zygo. He's not there at the moment. But you see him disappearing out the door, and maybe Zygo throws a hand.
Yeah, Nesbitt's about to like go running, and there's
And Zygo, you disappear out into the rain, board into a carriage. A skinnier beetle pulls you away towards the walls of Port Sao. And that is where we are going to end this evening. Thank you all so much for joining us. So fun having you all this evening. Make sure you come and join us next Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. PST. Oh, don't join us next Tuesday. I'm so sorry. We are
That's the
taking
whole
next
point.
Tuesday away. Yeah, next Tuesday we are not here, but the Tuesday after we are back. Unfortunately, we will be without Gabe, but we will have the rest of our crew here, and we will finally get to adventure into Port Sao. Does anybody have anything fun they want to plug that's coming up?
My
All right.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Hannah! Woo! Hell yeah! Everybody wish get some honks in the chat for Hannah's B-day.
Hell yeah.
Woo. I was
Besides
fucking
that-
born at one point.
HeroClubPodcast.com is where you can find all of our great stuff. Go ahead and listen to the podcast, guys. It's so fun and good. And just if you're doing some chores, slap that bad boy on. It is not hard to follow along with. Let us know what you think and join our Hero Club Discord. You can find the link to that on our Instagram, on our Twitter, I believe. And just go ahead and click that invite. Come hop in and talk Hero Club with all of us. We're so excited to start a little bit of a community hub and get all of you awesome people in the same place talking about the same D&D, the same game. Have a wonderful evening, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.